Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Rawb here, nice to see you. Yes it is, so I'm going to be doing a new best of 3 today with my friend Shadow Stitch. He is also a content creator on YouTube, has a YouTube channel similar to mine, based around competitive VGC content as well as trading card game content, which is really cool. So I'm going to set up a best of 3 with him just this second. But yeah, should be good. Right, so let's look for him. Yep, we want a link code. Use 0195. And we will search for Shadow Stitch, and I will also link his YouTube channel in the comment section of the video, so if you'd like to check out his content, you're more than free. He seems like a cool dude as well, much like myself. But I am going to be using a slightly different team as well. I'm not going to be using my Gyarados team. I'm going to be using my Charizard team with Incineroar on it, but it's not as optimally set as I'd like it to be. I've considered using Hitmontop instead of Incineroar, and Sableye over Torkoal. Yep, so that's good. That's it. Just because Sableye is just really good paired with Charizard. Yep, use the Sunstroke. I'm not too sure, and instead of Machamp, I've got Conkeldurr. I'm not too sure how I feel about that either, because I really like Machamp. Obviously, I've still got my physical Raichu as well. I think maybe Volt Switch Raichu would be better here if I was bringing Hitmontop, so I can pivot between the two much easier. So let's see what Shadow Stitch has got. So he's got Incineroar, Togekiss, Conkeldurr, Milotic, Durant, and Hydreigon. Right. I think I want to lead Raichu for sure. Definitely want to lead Raichu. And I guess Charizard as well. Due to the amount of physical attackers, I'm gonna need Conkeldurr here. Incineroar. Do I want Incineroar? I mean, it's good against the Conkeldurr, the opposing Incineroar, and the Durant. Incineroar does one-hit Durant, but obviously, even after a Nuzzle, I'm not faster than it. I did consider Eevee and Incineroar to be faster than Durant after it's been paralysed, but not too sure how viable that is. But it's something to consider. Honestly, I think probably Rotom would be the best bet here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Rotom. So let's go those 4. Alright, so let's see what... I need to update my trainer card as well. Need a bit of a change. I update my trainer card way too much. Ooh, very nice and pinky there, I like it. So, Togekiss and Durant. Right. I've got Raichu and Charizard. I expect the Togekiss to go for a follow me. Don't know why I wouldn't. I haven't got... It's difficult because the Durant is such a problem. And I've also got Life Orb on my Charizard opposed to Charty Berry. 100% nuzzling Togekiss. Or do I fake out? Nah, I'm going to nuzzle it. Okay, I'm going to swap out Charizard. And bring in Rotom. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Oh, actually withdraws Durant. And brings in Hydreigon. That's interesting. That is interesting, actually. I'm not quite sure the reason for that is. But seeing Durant not on the field for a turn is fine by me. So could have G-Max gone for a G-Max Wildfire there for sure. I'm just going to nuzzle the Togekiss, which is fine. Does a nice amount of damage. I'm going to switch out Raichu and bring in Conkeldurr. And I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt onto Togekiss. My Dragon could have a Fire-type move though. But if it does, then it's setting up my Sun for me. I'm going to Thunderbolt Togekiss. That's why I have Volt Switch on. It would be nice because I could just pivot out of there quite nicely. Only problem is if they protect, it can really disrupt plans. So it goes for a Snow. Yeah. It's an interesting play. I didn't see that one coming. Snow Hydreigon. Interesting. No follow me from the Togekiss, so I do get some damage off on it. It just goes for a Dazzling Gleam. Good play there. Does set off my Citrus Berry though. Now, is the Togekiss going to be going for a follow me? I think I'm going to go for an Ice Punch actually. That is super on both. Even after it's paralysed, I don't think I outspeed it. So it didn't go for a follow me, so I could have gone for a Match Punch there. I should have done that onto Hydreigon. Why didn't I do that onto Hydreigon? I've just given it a free switch as well. I can safely go for a Match Punch now, though, onto Hydreigon. So there is that. Brings in Incineroar. It's probably going to fake out the Conkeldurr slot. I'm going to protect Conkeldurr here, because I still have another turn to Match Punch after this. I'm going to withdraw Rotom. Do I want to withdraw Rotom? No, I think I'm going to protect Rotom here. So yeah, double protect from me. Yeah, it does go for the fake out. And goes for the Snow again. Alright, so I've got one turn left with Conkeldurr. I'm going to Match Punch the Hydreigon. I think I'm going to withdraw Rotom. Bring out Raichu. I do have my Sash intact still. I don't think that's the right play. I kind of want to get Charizard in healthy though. I don't think this is the right play though. Doesn't, so it's a bulky Hydreigon. Yeah, this isn't a correct play here. This Hydreigon is causing me lots of pain right now. Just goes for a parting shot onto Raichu. Honestly, that's not much of a worry to me. I do have Fake Out to use the next turn, so there is that. And he brings in Durant. Alright. I'm going to bring in Charizard. I'm going to max G-Max Wild Flames onto Durant as well as nuzzle that slot. So it actually withdraws the Durant. And brings in Incineroar. That's a good play. That's a good play. I mean, it's still going to take a hefty amount of damage though, so there is that. But we shall see how this plans out. It's definitely a very good game so far. It's still pretty close. Could go either way. My Shadow does have the advantage of Dynamax on his side because I've used mine up first. I half expected Durant to possibly Dynamax there. Does get Snarl off and weakens my Charizard a little bit, which is irritating. But I do have that Life Orb. And I do get the Para onto Incineroar, which is always useful. Right. So I think I'm going to Airstream into Incineroar. No, I'm going to Incineroar into Hydreigon, I think. And I'm going to Brick Break Incineroar because why not? Yeah. It's probably going to fake out the Raichu slot, but it's fine. Actually, it doesn't. Raichu unfortunately doesn't live that. That's a Scarfed Hydreigon, isn't it? I just realised it's just moved before my it moved before my Incineroar, which means it's Scarfed. Oh. Interesting. But I do now outspeed Durant, which is good. And Incineroar does get that parting shot off. I'm at -2 on my Charizard now, but it's probably still enough to OHKO Durant because it's so weak on the special side and 4 times weak to fire. Wouldn't be surprised if Durant goes for a max guard the next turn, though, to be honest. I've only got Rotom left, and he only has Incineroar. So it's definitely come down very close. So it's come down very close this game. We've both got 2 left. I'm going to G-Max Wild Flame into Durant, no reason not to. It's safe. We're going to protect Rotom in case the Incineroar does want to fake out that slot. I don't consider myself in a bad position. Also, I don't consider myself in a safe position either, though. That is the only thing. But I do outspeed the Durant currently. Although a Heat Wave probably won't take it out, so there is that. So it doesn't actually Dynamax to Durant. Oh. Interesting. It goes for a Darkest of the Rate onto Charizard. Alright, well that turn ended a lot better than I wanted it to. I expect he's going to Dynamax the Incineroar now, which is unfortunate because obviously I'm super weak to Incineroar. I mean, I'm just going to have to double up onto it. I mean, I don't think I can win because he can Dynamax the Incineroar now. It's definitely going to come down close though. I'm going to have to hope for some para hacks on my side. Really wish I had Machamp right now, to be honest. This is why you bring Machamp over Conkeldurr, guys. But Dynamax Incineroar looks proper pucker. So Air Slash does no damage. You're going to have to really hope for some Para Fusion. I mean, some Para. Because I'm literally not doing any damage to it. Just goes for a Max Flare. Onto Rotom. That will certainly take me out, yeah. Not looking good here, guys. Does set off my Soda Power for me, but even then I don't think that does. It's not going to really help me because I'm on the clock against the HP now. I mean, it's very close, but Shadow played this extremely well. Yeah, still not doing enough damage. And it's got its berry. Yep, so good game to Shadow. Very good game. Very good in reserving that Dynamax. But we will go on to round 2. And I will need to win this one to come back. Otherwise, if Shadow wins the next one, then he has won the best of 3. But I need to think how I could play that differently. Yep, might as well receive his early card. Yep, play with the same rules. Right. Obviously got to pick the same team again. Now I've got to think of things I could do differently that time. Rotom didn't really do anything. So possibly bring in something else other than Rotom. Possibly Incineroar. Also have to be careful of the Milotic. Just wait for Shadow to pick his team. Right. Let's have another look at his team. Right. Maybe Conkeldurr wasn't correct Pokemon here. Maybe Incineroar and Rotom would be better. Raichu still looks good because in case he leaves that Durant. Could leave with Conkeldurr as well, actually. The only thing it doesn't like is Togekiss, so I think I might do that. In the back, obviously I want Charizard. Torkoal, don't think I need to bring that. Now it's going to be whether I want to bring in Incineroar or Rotom. I still think Rotom, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to go with those 4. So it's the same 4 as last time. We will see what happens. We will see what happens. Like I said, this team wasn't structured perfectly. Ideally, Sableye over Torkoal would be really good because those two make such a great combo. Milotic and Incineroar. Interesting. And I've got Raichu and Conkeldurr. So it does put Conkeldurr in a bad position, obviously, because I'm now at -1. I'm going to fake out the Conkeldurr slot, though. There's no reason not to. Now, I don't want to double up into Incineroar. I don't want to attack the Milotic. I think I'm going to attack the Milotic. The Milotic will be faster than me. So it just protects the Milotic, fair enough. So Drain Punching onto the Incineroar would have been better. But that's not to worry. I am now gonna... I'm gonna nuzzle the Incineroar because it'll probably try a parting shot. I think I might double into that slot actually. No, I'm going to still Drain Punch the Milotic, I think. A little bit of lag there. Hopefully it'll get Para and it can't parting shot out. Just goes for an Icy Wind. I'm alright with that, honestly. My Conkeldur's slow as crap, so... Obviously it doesn't help Raichu, but at the same time it's not the end of the world. No Para. Still does a hefty chunk of damage at -1. And I do recover my HP, which is good. So no Para from the Incineroar, unfortunately. Let's see what Pokemon he brings out. Just goes to show you how strong Incineroar actually is if you don't have a counter to it. So it brings in the Togekiss. Alright. Well, I can't leave Conkeldurr in here. Expect it to maybe Dynamax, actually. If it goes for a Starfall, I can't nuzzle it. I'm at -1 speed, so I'm probably not faster anymore. I think I'm going to do it anyway, and I'm going to protect the Conkeldurr slot. Yeah. So no Dynamax, which is good. Let's go for a Dazzling Gleam. It is faster. Right, you should live that, I hope. Yeah. And that was a crit as well. So I do get my Nuzzle off onto Togekiss, which is really nice. Don't know if it's weakness policy, can't remember. Not weakness policy. I actually lived that. Okay. Interesting. So I could actually withdraw Raichu here and save it. Which looks pretty good actually. But I do want to bring out Rotom. I think I'm going to nuzzle the Milotic. And I'm going to withdraw Conkeldurr. No, I'm not going to withdraw Conkeldurr yet. Just going to go for an Ice Punch on the Togekiss. Does go for an Icy Wind. Conkeldurr actually avoided it. Fortunately, I won't be able to paralyse Milotic. Because it does actually outspeed my Raichu now after a -2, but that's fine. Togekiss is paralysed, which is really good. I'm just going to fire off a Ice Punch. Still does a nice load of damage there. I'm going to bring in Rotom now. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt onto the Togekiss slot, and I'm just going to go for a Drain Punch onto Milotic and heal up. I think possibly Guts Assault Fest Conkeldurr would be better than a Flame Orb one. Just to get that extra special boost. Brings in the Incineroar. Honestly, I don't mind that too much. It is switching into a Drain Punch. Obviously, Conkeldurr's now at -2, but still going to do a nice chunk of damage. I'm just going to get a Thunderbolt off onto Togekiss. Does take it out, which is awesome. Removes Conkeldurr's threat. I know he's got the Milotic in the back. And that still does so much damage. And obviously I heal up my HP. So I still think I would like the Assault Fest one. Might have to give that a go. Alright, I know he's got the Milotic in the back. Let's see which other one he's got. Hoping not the Durant. So it just sends out Milotic again. I'm going to protect a Rotom here. I'm going to withdraw Conkeldurr. No, I'm not actually. Just going to go for a Drain Punch on Incineroar. I know I'm at -2, but honestly, I don't feel that threatened by either of these Pokemon. I mean, my Conkeldurr's already super slow. It's at -2 speed anyway. So that's fine. Incineroar won't be able to take me out. I mean, it's paralysed anyway, which is really good. Match Punch will finish that off. Neither of us are Dynamaxed yet, though. Right, so I'm going to Thunderbolt the Milotic. I don't want to drop my special attack, and I'm just going to Match Punch the Incineroar, because why not? Even if it switches out, yeah, so just take it out, so that's great. Conkeldurr putting in some work, making me have some love for it again. Just a Thunderbolt onto Milotic is fine. Does a nice chunk of damage. It looks like it's a physically defensive set. Just goes for an Icy Wind, honestly, though. I'm not too worried about that. I can still switch out Conkeldurr if I want to. We'll see what his last Pokemon is first, though. It's probably got Recover, though, as well. What is the last Pokemon? Let's have a look. Hydreigon. Okay. Well, I'm going to Thunderbolt again onto Milotic. I'm actually going to withdraw Conkeldurr, and I'm going to bring in Charizard. If Charizard takes too much damage, I can actually Dynamax Conkeldurr. So there is that. We obviously Hydreigon is probably going to be the Pokemon that's going to Dynamax here. Would be my best get. My best bet anyway. Although I don't think Charizard is going to be doing too much here, so I'm going to withdraw it. Although that is a nice thing about using Conkeldurr over Machamp, is that I do have the option to Dynamax it, whereas Machamp doesn't really want to be Dynamaxing. Let's have a look, see what goes on. Milotic just goes for Protect. That's a good play. Goes for a Max Wormrind onto Charizard. Almost takes me out, but I do live a turn, which is actually good for me because my Charizard's going to outspeed both these Pokemon. Which means I get a choice at attacking something. Honestly, I know the Milotic can't attack right now, so I'm just going to double onto the Milotic. I mean, I know it can't protect unless it wants to risk the double. Neither of my attacks are going to do much to the Hydreigon, so there's no point attacking that slot, personally. I know it's Choice Scarf, so it's got no item effectively right now. So I do get my Air Slash off. Oh, that does a nice chunk of damage. Do take myself out, though, so there is that. That's unfortunate. Oh, goes for a Max Flare. And that does take me out. Right. Well, that turned rather horrible quite quickly. I've only got Conkeldurr left. Honestly, I think I'm going to Dynamax and Max Guard, so they can't get another turn off on me. And that will also bring its Dynamax off. I expect the Milotic to probably go for a recover, I would assume. I've got 2 turns of Dynamax to effectively clean up this game. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Milotic just goes for recover, which is fair enough. Although I'm more worried about the Hydreigon, I think. For sure going to Max Knuckle into that slot because I know it's Choice Scarfed. I know it can't protect. Just goes for a Draco Meter. Does a fair chunk of damage still. Milotic just goes for an Icy Wind, that's fine. I'm slow anyway, so whatever. Does take out the Hydreigon though, which is good. It does give me a +1. I don't think the Milotic can take me out with one more turn. So it's very possible the combination of Match Punch plus a Max Knuckle will be able to finish this off. Either way though, like the last game, it's going to come down extremely close. We're both on the back foot here. Just goes to show you how strong Incineroar really is. And I've not had the option to bring mine at all because of the Milotic. Just goes for Protect. That's probably the best play, to be honest. Does a good chunk of damage. Does put me at +2. I don't think a +2 Match Punch is going to take out the Milotic, though. That's the only problem. I mean, maybe it does. I'm not going to leave anything this Milotic throws me. It's going to throw at me probably Muddy Water or Scald. So I'm going to Match Punch it and hope for the best. Does +2. Oh, no. It lived. Oh, good game. Oh, wait, I lived. No way, I'm burnt. Crap. Yep, so that was very unfortunate. It's come down so close again. Thanks Shadow Stitch for the games. That was absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick up any wins in this best of 3. But honestly, it's about learning. I super enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Shadow Snitch is a great battler, as you can see. That was the best of 3, and obviously I lost both. Unfortunately, the Match Punch just wasn't enough to take out the Conkeldurr, which is really unfortunate, but oh well. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. That'd be very much appreciated. I will link Shadow Stitch's YouTube video in the description of the video. Hope you guys learned a lot. I know I sure did. So I thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Until then,